current events. You can find Phil's Gang on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, and more. Phil's Gang Radio Show is broadcast live Monday through Friday from 3 p.m. to 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Facebook, Periscope, and, of course, YouTube. Don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe. Go to philsgang.com and find our social media buttons at the top left-hand corner of the site. philsgang.com and Phil's Gang Social Media, keeping you connected.
Remember, when this market crashed in 2009, it should have never crashed because the chairperson of these two committees, their job was to protect consumers, protect our investments, and they're supposed to ensure that our investments are being monitored. Where were they in 2009 and 2008? They weren't anywhere because they don't do that. They take care of themselves. They protect themselves. They become richer. So you can't depend on these crooks in Congress. The stock market is a great place to be, but you just got to know this is a different market than your grandfather's market. So why don't you, for 30 days, join my gang, 877-600-GANG. Try it for 30 days, $39.95. Follow me. I tell you when to buy, when to sell, when to add, and when to run like hell. All I ask you, start making money. Please remember St. Jude.
Don't wait. Join Phil's Gang today and make profits. Go to philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264. The stocks discussed on Phil's Gang are not in any way a recommendation or solicitation to buy, sell, or hold. If considering acting on information presented, we first recommend you seek out a competent, licensed professional for advice. Get ready for the radio show that tells you what Wall Street doesn't want you to know.
Oh, I'm a money magnet. Money, money, money's coming to me. Money sets me free. I'm a money magnet. Money, 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 money's coming to me.
It's your daily dose of how to manage your money. And now it's time for Phil's Gang on the Off the Wall Street Radio Network. With your host, Phil Grandy.
Well, look, based on our valuation work, we are anywhere from 20 to 30% overvalued based on a whole bunch of different metrics. But of course, what's holding the glue together are basically zero interest rates. As long as rates remain where they are, unless we have a real dramatic pullback in economic activity, this bubble that we're in is probably not going to burst anytime soon.
Stimulus. It's stimulus. As long as you keep stimulating the economy, as long as you keep printing, the Federal Reserve keeps printing money, and they keep doing stimulus, the market will keep going up. And all that's going to happen is it's going to get more dangerous and more dangerous and more dangerous as it goes up, but you're going to be able to make a lot of money. You got to just know when to get out of the market. 85% of the people in the stock market lose money because they don't know when to get out. That's the problem. But the people who do know how to get out, this is where you make a lot of money. Welcome. I'm Phil Grandy, philsgang.com. Hope everybody had a great vacation, back to work. Quite a week this week. We got Georgia. Today the market was down about 600 points. Now it's only down about 492 points as the plunger team goes in and buys the futures to make sure, the future index, so to make sure the market doesn't stay down very long. Look, it's unbelievable what's going on. Here we are, 2021. I mean, this market, the S&P, corporate earnings are down 33%. Yet the stock market's up 35%. So in other words, it doesn't matter anymore if profits are down. The stock market keeps going up based on stimulus. And think how stupid. You talk about this federal government of ours is so incompetent. I mean, it's just amazing. In February, when we had the pandemic hit, we lost about $280 billion in wages from February to about September, October. $280 billion. What do? they subsidize the wage loss. Instead of going in with 300 billion, 400 billion, they go in with 4.5 trillion. They print 4.5 trillion to subsidize 280 billion in wage loss. What are you, nuts? And you want to know why the market keeps going up? You want to know why you have earnings going down 33%, but the stock market's going up 35%? Are you kidding? And then they keep monetizing the debt, 99.9% of the people don't even know what monetizing the debt is, nor do they know what QE is. This is one big ride. We've had this ride for 12 years. They're going to try to keep it going. And at the end of the day, the people who know when to get out of this thing, they're going to keep that money they made, and they're going to have one heck of a way down. They're going to make more money shorting than they ever would on the way up. The market's going to go down 10 times as fast as it went up. And it's going to happen. But right now, you enjoy the rally. It's going to continue. It's going to continue. Now, the banks are where you want to be, especially if the Democrats win in Georgia. If they win in Georgia, and now they control the Senate, and they control the House, rates are going to go through the roof, and you want to be in bank stocks. You also want to be in gold stocks. And we're going to talk about that. But think about how the federal government is so stupid, is so inefficient. I mean, it prints 4.5 trillion, the Federal Reserve, and it lends the government 280 billion. And then they turn around and they take, I mean, think about this government. From the time you go to bed, you wake up in the morning, your feet hit the ground. You hit the floor in the morning, rather. Unless you live in a cabin, I guess. We went into the red another 1.5 trillion. Think about that. You go to bed, you get up, your feet hit the floor. We're in the red another 1.5 trillion. We spend 6.4 trillion. We only take in income of 3.4 trillion. We have a deficit of 3.1 trillion, and we borrow it. We borrow it. And what people don't understand, this monetization of debt is suicide. Most countries aren't allowed to do it. You're not allowed to do it because the inflation is humongous. Look, the biggest problem we've got right now when this market comes to a crash, if you go back to the dot-coms days between 2000 and 2004, remember, we had ammo. Interest rates were about 6% then. So when the Federal Reserve prints money and they loan it to the government or corporations, they loan it, right, by buying their, let's say, treasuries or mortgage-backed securities and put it on their balance sheet. In exchange, they give them a credit card. It's really simple. People don't get this monetization of debt. Big word. All it really means is the Federal Reserve prints money, and then here you are, Mr. Government, we're going to take those treasuries from you, or do we go to the corporations and we'll take their treasuries and we'll put it on our balance sheet. In exchange, we're going to give you a credit card. That's what they do. They just give them a credit card. So the government just can take that credit card, keep swiping it, keep swiping it. And same thing with corporations. But here's the problem. When we keep on printing money, the Federal Reserve, to keep giving to the government, to keep giving it to corporations, to keep bailing them out, one day they got to sell those. They got to sell those treasuries. They got to get them off their balance sheet. But here's the problem. Here's why we're going to have the biggest crash in history. In 2000 to 2004 with the dot-com, our interest rates are 5%. So when they started to sell or unwind the debt the Federal Reserve had on their balance sheet, they could offset it by cutting rates. So in other words, during the dot-com, same thing with the housing con, our interest rates are around 5-6%. So when the Treasury or the Federal Reserve takes all that debt off the balance sheets of the corporations or the government and puts it on their balance sheet, they have to unwind it. They have to sell it. But when they sell it, interest rates go up. But the way they can prevent the interest rates from going up when you sell treasuries, right? Rates go up. They can prevent that because they already have interest rates at 5-6%, so they keep cutting their rates. So when they sell treasuries, they keep cutting their rates. Sell treasuries, keep taking their rates down from 5% down to 0. Well, we're at 0, so we have no place to go. So when they start selling the debt, the Federal Reserve starts selling its debt that's on the Treasury, is on their balance sheet. Remember, those are treasuries. They're going to sell them. Rates go up, but there's no way to control the interest. Interest rates will go to 20%, 17%. The only way we could prevent that from happening with the dot-com and the housing and financial con is because we had rates already at 5%. So they could keep taking, that was the ammo that they could offset, keep dropping the interest rates from 5% down, keep going down with the rates, cut the rates, so that would offset so that when they sell the Treasury, rates didn't go through the roof. We have nothing to offset. When they start unwinding the debt on the balance sheets of the Federal Reserve, when they got to start selling it, rates are going to go 17, 18, 20%. People have no idea what's going on. But in the meantime, keep making money with this market as it's going to keep going up with stimulus. We'll talk about the bank stocks and why they're going to go up when I get back.
Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG.
Hi, I'm Phil Grant at philsgang.com. You probably heard me on the radio talking about investing in stocks and trading stocks. Well, this is a special message that I am sending out to you. You, the person who is the beginner, who are getting excited. You're seeing every day the stock market going up, never comes down. It keeps going up because of the tremendous stimulus that the president is putting into this market. He wants to continue this market going up while the economy's going down. That's what it's doing. The economy's going straight down. You know, banks right now are the worst ever. They've gone down 40%. I mean, everything's going down. Companies aren't making money, but the stock market's still going up. And you got to be very, very careful when you get into a market like this. You got to know when to get out, and that's where we come in. So if you're a beginner and you want to start learning how to invest stocks properly and have the comfort level of knowing when to get out, when to buy, when to sell, and when to get out, contact us at philsgang.com. Join today, free for 10 days.
At St. Jude Children's Research Hospital, we're fighting against childhood cancer every day. At the heart of this battle are our donors.
Most of us want to make some type of difference in the lives of others. St. Jude does miraculous work.
The fact that no one has to pay, it's a place where everyone is treated as an equal.
Everybody is welcome here, and it doesn't matter your religion or what part of the world you're from, all that is taken away. It just gives you some hope.
It's just a nice feeling to put your energy into something that really does genuinely make a difference in a child's life.
There's just no greater gift. If we have the ability to help, then we have a responsibility to help.
Finding cures, saving children. St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. Find out how you can help at stjude.org.
What, are you nuts? If the stock market can make you so rich, especially Apple and Microsoft and Google and Amazon and the rest, why are so many Americans poor? If the 401k promises you a retirement, then why is it we are in a retirement crisis? Here's the answer. Because 85% of you get out of the market too late. I fixed that with my color-coded chart, which tells you when to buy, when to sell, and when to get out. That's right, when to run like hell. Check it out. You get a free membership and the free color-coded chart for 10 days. Check it out, philsgang.com.
With the philsgang.com membership, we bring investors right to the floor, into the pits with Phil's daily live webinar classroom. Get inside market guidance on investing strategies. Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. Don't have time to analyze and study stocks? At philsgang.com, we recognize that there are all types of investors, and we also recognize that your time is valuable. So we offer investing programs for all individuals. We offer investing programs for long-term and short-term positions. And philsgang.com provides quick and easy to understand investing videos that only take a few minutes to watch. With the philsgang.com investing programs, you will learn technical stock charting, how to execute your trades, and most importantly, you will gain the confidence to know when to get out of a stock and take profits. Sign up at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. philsgang.com or give them a call, 877-600-GANG. Short on time but want to invest in the stock market? Let philsgang.com help you. For only $39.95 a month, you get complete access to all of Phil's powerful investing programs, videos, and resources.
That works for me. Log in, watch the videos, and make profits.
Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. philsgang.com.
When the market's open, we watch the market all day long. And when we see there's an opportunity for a stock, and it's a stock that we've been following, there's a lot of stocks we put on our watch list, and it has to hit a certain criteria. Then when it does, we alert you. You immediately get an alert that says, we bought this stock, X stock, at $30. So you get an alert immediately. What's better than that? I mean, nobody does that for you. But the most important thing, they'll say, okay, here's why we're getting out now, or here's why we're taking profits. I think it's going to go down. Look, the most important thing is this. I want you to be prepared for when the market does tank or rally, that you're with us, Phil's Gang. 877-600-GANG. Join my gang right now, Phil's Gang. 877-600-GANG, and you'll be in position, and you'll sleep at night, and you don't have to worry.
Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264. Welcome back. Are you ready to make profits in the stock market? Why not check out philsgang.com or give us a call at 877-600-4264. Now, here's Phil.
Hi, I'm Phil Graney, philsgang.com. Remember to subscribe to my Phil's Gang YouTube channel to get both my live and archived radio shows. Also, my free Phil's Take on the stock market. Also, sign up and get a free 10-day chart and membership trial. Remember, listen to me live on my YouTube channel. It's also archived. And every Friday, I put up my take on the economy. It's free. I'll tell you exactly what I think is going to go on, what's going to happen with the market. It's free. Just go to my YouTube channel. And please hit subscribe, share, and like. And also remember to listen to me every day on my YouTube channel. Now, today gold went up nicely. How long have I been telling you gold is going to rally? It's going to rally. Remember, gold outperformed almost every sector, almost all 11 sectors, and people forget this. Remember, gold went up 80%. I'm talking about mining stocks, 80%. Yes, we had a little bit of a pullback, about a 20% pullback, but they've been fantastic. Why? Because you can't keep on printing and printing and printing money like this. And just keep, think how stupid this is. Who in their right mind would think this is good for the future? You lose $280 billion in wages because of the pandemic from February to October, $280 billion. But you're going to print $4.5 billion because people lost $280 billion. You're going to print $4.5 trillion to backstop $280 billion in wages. Now, let's talk a little bit about this monetizing your debt and why you got to be in gold. You got to be in gold mining stocks. I tell you every day, join the gang, join the gang, join the gang. Follow me free for 10 days. Our gold stocks keep going up. And also, more important, or as important, we'll tell you when to get out of this market. In the meantime, strap yourself in and go for the ride. You just got to know when to get out. 85% of you don't. Well, that stops with me. Our color-coded technology tells you when to get out. Check it out for 10 days. It's free, for heaven's sakes. So just think about this. How stupid. Not only do they print $4.5 trillion to backstop $280 billion, the stock market, corporate earnings goes down, think of profits, 33%, but the market goes up 35%. What, are you kidding me? That's insane. They were expecting about $180 a share in earnings, the S&P. Instead, it came in $120 a share. and corporate earnings keep dropping. Now think of Tesla. Talk about you better know when to get out of a stock. There's one stock you better know when to get out. You're going to get killed. 99.99% of people in Tesla are going to get killed, just like the dot-com. Now think about this. Tesla is valued at $600 billion. That's the market cap, $600 billion. Now, if you take all the other auto manufacturers in the world and combine them, Mercedes, Jaguar, Porsche, Ford, GM, Honda, all of them. Now, as an aggregate, they produce about 80 million cars. You put them all together, you know what their market cap is? $600 billion. So you're telling me that Tesla, one car manufacturer, is $600 billion. It's the same value as 11 major auto manufacturers, including Ford and GM and Mercedes and Jaguar and Porsche and all the others. What are you, nuts? Stock's up 734%. That's fine. Stay in it. But you got to know when to get out. That's where we help you. Gold, with all this printing of money, $4.5 trillion against $280 billion. Think about that. That's why do you think gold is going to go ballistic? Because first of all, inflation is going to go insane. Because you can't keep on printing this money and not have inflation. You're going to have tremendous inflation. You only got about $10 trillion in gold on the whole surface, I think, of the earth. Where are you going to go hide? And you got, what, 100 trillion in bonds? What, I don't know, 80, 100 trillion in global markets too? But there's only 10 trillion in gold. There's such a shortage of gold. Everybody's going to be jumping to gold. Everybody's going to be jumping to gold. Oh, you can go to Bitcoin and all that, but I'm telling you, everybody's going to go to gold. Everybody's going to go to gold. So, this is crazy stuff that's going on. It took, think about this, take the balance sheet of the Federal Reserve. In 2000, it took 85 years for the Federal Reserve to have on their balance sheet $585 billion, where they go and they buy debt from the government. Took 85 years. In other words, when the year 2000 came, we had the dot-com crash. They had $585 billion on their balance sheet. Took 85 years to get there. Now, they had 6% interest, remember. So when the dot-com crashed, remember, they still had interest rates were still at 6%. They weren't at zero. So when the Federal Reserve started to unwind the $585 billion, interest rates didn't go up to 18, 20% because it was offset. They could keep cutting to 6%, cut it a quarter, all the way down. That prevented interest rates going up to 16, 17, 18%. When we got to $750 billion, it took another 8 years to go from $585 billion to $750 billion. Another 8 years. But we had also interest rates back then around 6%. So when they started to unwind, the Federal Reserve started to unwind that debt, started to sell the treasuries that they bought, now start selling them. Remember, interest rates go up when you sell treasuries. But the reason why they didn't go up 16, 17, 18, 20% is because it was offset by the 5 or the 6% interest rate. But we're at zero. We have nowhere to go, but interest rates are going to go 18, 19, 20%. You've got to start buying gold mining stocks. Join my gang. Phil's Gang. It's free for 10 days.
Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG.
When the market's open, we watch the market all day long. And when we see there's an opportunity for a stock, and it's a stock that we've been following, there's a lot of stocks we put on our watch list, and it has to hit a certain criteria. Then when it does, we alert you. You immediately get an alert that says, we bought this stock, X stock, at $30. So you get an alert immediately. What's better than that? I mean, nobody does that for you. But the most important thing, they'll say, okay, here's why we're getting out now, or here's why we're taking profits. I think it's going to go down. Look, the most important thing is this. I want you to be prepared for when the market does tank or rally, that you're with us, Phil's Gang. 877-600-GANG. Join my gang right now, Phil's Gang. 877-600-GANG, and you'll be in position, and you'll sleep at night, and you don't have to worry.
Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264.
Remember, when this market crashed in 2009, it should have never crashed, because the chairperson of these two committees, their job was to protect consumers, protect our investments, and they're supposed to ensure that our investments are being monitored. Where were they in 2009 and 2008? They weren't anywhere, because they don't do that. They take care of themselves. They protect themselves. They become richer. So you can't depend on these crooks in Congress. The stock market is a great place to be, but you just got to know this is a different market than your grandfather's market. So why don't you, for 30 days, join my gang, 877-600-GANG. Try it for 30 days, $39.95. Follow me. I tell you when to buy, when to sell, when to add, and when to run like hell. All I ask you, start making money. Please remember St. Jude.
Don't wait. Join Phil's Gang today and make profits. Go to philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264.
I signed up, and I've learned an incredible amount from Phil and Steve. The staff at Phil's Gang gives platinum-level service and stock recommendations. You know, it's as simple as that. At the end of a month or so, I've always been in the black. Phil's Gang is a class act. I'm happy to be a member.
Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264. With the philsgang.com membership, we bring investors right to the floor, into the pits with Phil's daily live webinar classroom. Get inside market guidance on investing strategies. Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. Don't have time to analyze and study stocks? At philsgang.com, we recognize that there are all types of investors, and we also recognize that your time is valuable. So we offer investing programs for all individuals. We offer investing programs for long-term and short-term positions. And philsgang.com provides quick and easy to understand investing videos that only take a few minutes to watch. With the philsgang.com investing programs, you will learn technical stock charting, how to execute your trades, and most importantly, you will gain the confidence to know when to get out of a stock and take profits. Sign up at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. Or give them a call, 877-600-GANG. Short on time but want to invest in the stock market? Let philsgang.com help you. For only $39.95 a month, you get complete access to all of Phil's powerful investing programs, videos, and resources.
That works for me. Log in, watch the videos, and make profits.
Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. philsgang.com.
At St. Jude Children's Research Hospital, we're fighting against childhood cancer every day. At the heart of this battle are our donors.
Most of us want to make some type of difference in the lives of others. St. Jude does miraculous work.
The fact that no one has to pay, it's a place where everyone is treated as an equal.
Everybody is welcome here. And it doesn't matter your religion or what part of the world you're from, all that is taken away. It just gives you some hope.
It's just a nice feeling to put your energy into something that really does genuinely make a difference in a child's life.
There's just no greater gift. If we have the ability to help, then we have a responsibility to help.
Finding cures, saving children. St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. Find out how you can help at stjude.org.
Welcome back. Learn, invest, and make profits with Phil Grandy. Simply go to philsgang.com. Now, here's Phil.
And welcome back to Phil's Gang. Remember now, gold, just to give you an idea, our gold mining stocks. When we bought those gold mining stocks, and the juniors, the symbol is GDXJ. And when we got those stocks, and nobody was going to buy gold. I mean, we got the first time we got into gold, it went up over 106%. That's right. Okay, we got in somewhere. It was in April of 2020, and then we got out. We got out because it started to turn red. We got out in August. Now, I'm not saying every gang member made 120%. I'm not saying that. I'm saying our chart, the color-coded technology chart, tells us exactly when to get in turned green and tells us exactly when to get out turned red. That's the key. 85% of you lose money because you don't know when to get out. And you're going to get slaughtered in Tesla. So that's our juniors. So some of our gang members made 80%, some made 20%, some made 10%. The point is, it was perfect for them. They could see where it went from red to green and then back to red. And it works. And you get the chart for 10 days free, and you got to get this chart. It works. You don't have to worry anymore about when markets drop. We also have a new color code in it that's yellow that gives you an advance warning. Sometimes 4 days, 5 days earlier than just going from green to red. We put in another color that gives you an advance warning, heads up even 3 or 4 days earlier. And when you get this for 10 days free, you'll see it works. So, as I said, they're going to continue with this monetization of debt, which is not allowed in most countries. Because it's stupid, it's dangerous, because it creates humongous inflation unless you have interest rates, what you call ammo, at 5 or 6%. We had ammo in the dot-com days. We had ammo. Remember, interest rates during the dot-com crash, interest rates were at 5% or 6%. Remember, we had interest rates were around 5, 6% with the housing con when they crashed. So when they Federal Reserve prints money, and they go in and they loan the money to the government, and they buy their treasuries, put it on their balance sheet. When they unwind it, sell those treasuries, you got enough ammo because rates are already 6%. You start dropping those rates, so when they sell the treasuries, you got rates you can cut to make sure the interest rates don't go up. So you go from 5, 6% to a quarter to another quarter. That prevents rates going up, crazy, 10, 12, 15, 16%. Well, we don't have any ammo right now. So when you monetize debt, which is a big fancy word for nothing more than you go in and you print money, the Federal Reserve, you say to the federal government, here you go. I'm going to buy your treasuries now. I'm going to take your treasuries, I'm going to take your debt, put it over here on my balance sheet, and here's your credit card. Then they go to the corporations. Oh, you don't have any cash? You're hurting? Okay, you can't make your payments? All right, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to print money, and we're going to go over, and we're going to buy your debt. Let me have your debt, and we're going to issue a credit card. That's all it really is. It's crazy because when rates are at zero and there's no ammo, that means when they start unwinding, these rates are going to go to 14, 15, 16, 18%. It's going to be the biggest crash you've ever seen. That's why you've got to know how to short, but you got to know when to get out. So as they keep on doing this, they keep on, like idiots, keep printing this money to keep subsidizing the stock market, and to subsidize the economy, the economy's being destroyed. Your wages are being destroyed. Now they're sending you checks for $2,000. That's okay. People need help. I get that. But we should have never been here in the first place. So right now, if they win, if the Democrats win in Georgia, The bank stocks are already going up. Take our Wells Fargo. I already got my members into Wells Fargo some time ago. We're up about 24% right now. No, 23%, I think, in Wells Fargo. Because I figured if they win, if they're going to win Georgia, if they're going to Democrats control the House and the Senate, their interest rates are going to go through the roof. So banks are going to make a lot of money. So you got to be in bank stocks. So we got in early. If you put up Wells Fargo, and I had my members get in Wells Fargo, just take a look at it. If you have a mobile device, take a look. You can see it. Go to my site, philsgang.com. So I'm putting up the Wells Fargo right now. That's one of the banks. Another bank we have is Goldman Sachs. And you can see here, Wells Fargo, it turned green. It was perfect. It turned green around November 13th. Okay, it was around $23, $24. And we got in around $24.16, and today it's $29.80. So Wells Fargo, we're up about, I think that's around 23%, if I'm right, 21%. But anybody can get in it and get 21%. That's easy. It's easy. But when do you get out of it? When do you get out of it? How do you know tomorrow it's not just going to drop? Wake up in the morning, it's going down 15%. Well, we know because the color-coded chart warns us. But you don't know because you don't have it. So check it out. It's free for 10 days, for heaven's sakes. Now, the banks are all going to break. Now, today, when the market was going down, when we were down 700, 600 points today, the bank stocks didn't go down. That means the institutions are betting that they rigged the market in Georgia for the Democrats to win again. And the bank stocks are going to go through the roof. But again, we already got in early. Now, you stay with the bank stocks. Then the next thing you want to do is you want to make sure you're in your mining stocks, your gold mining stocks, because they got to print so much money to subsidize what's going on with this pandemic and everything else and all this stimulus. Now, the ones you want to be short in the market is the airlines. Now, we shorted American Airlines. And the symbol is AAL. AAL. And we're doing a good job with AAL. That's looking really good. So AAL, same thing. It turned red. It turned red. Now remember, we bought American Airlines when it was around in November. It was around nobody wanted it, around $12. And we got out. It was around I don't know, $16. Now that's a 33% gain. But then she started to turn red. Now we're shorted. See, if you're going to get out of the stock, we made a nice move on the way up. We know it's going to go down. Why would we go and look for another stock to buy? If you got in the stock with us, let's say around I don't know, if you got in at $14, and let's say you got out somewhere around $18. That's a 28% gain. But now, instead of go look for another stock, remember every stock you're looking at is already up. Those stocks went up too. That's why you got to know how to short. Because when we got into, if you got into American Airlines, okay, when it was around $14, all the other stocks went up. So if you're going to get out thinking, gee, it's going to go down, I better get out, and you go look for another stock to buy, you're buying overpriced stocks. You got in this one right. But now that's why you got to short. Because what good does it do you to get in the stock at 14, you get out somewhere around 17, $18, make about 24%. Now you're going to go buy an overpriced stock? Isn't that stupid? Because all stocks go up. So find the one, so stay with this one, and it's on its way down. And you just switch your position, and we'll show you how to do it. So simple, but our color-coded chart tells you when to do it. Join the gang. It's free. Get your color-coded chart membership free for 10 days. It works.
Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG.
Hi, I'm I'm Phil Grandy. Is your business prepared to respond to any emergency in the workplace? Well, you better be. Let over 30 years of law enforcement experience go to work for you. Boyd Investigative Group is here for all your business security needs. I know. I use them. They're terrific. Call today for your free confidential consultation. 941-724-4535. That's 941-724-4535. Or visit them on the website, BoydInvestigativegroup.com.
License number A1900020.
Warning. Google, Apple, Microsoft, Netflix, Facebook, all these hot stocks are going to crash. They're going to drop as much as 60, 70%. Hi, I'm Phil Grandy, philsgang.com. Exactly what happened in the dot-com days is going to repeat itself. Remember, 85% of people lose money in the stock market because they don't know when to get out. I fixed that with my color code technology chart. It tells you when to buy, when to sell, when to add, and when to run like hell. That's right. Make sure you check it out. It's free for 10 days, philsgang.com. Remember, when this market crashed in 2009, it should have never crashed because the chairperson of these two committees, their job was to protect consumers, protect our investments, and they're supposed to ensure that our investments are being monitored. Where were they in 2009 and 2008? They weren't anywhere because they don't do that. They take care of themselves. They protect themselves. They become richer. So you can't depend on these crooks in Congress. The stock market is a great place to be, but you just got to know this is a different market than your grandfather's market. So why don't you, for 30 days, join my gang, 877-600-GANG. Try it for 30 days, $39.95. Follow me. I tell you when to buy, when to sell, when to add, and when to run like hell. All I ask you, start making money. Please remember St. Jude.
Don't wait. Join Phil's Gang today and make profits. Go to philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264.
Thinking about investing in the stock market? Go to philsgang.com, where we have over 50 years experience in trading and investing in the stock market. Phil's Gang teaches you how to make profits in the market with stock chart analysis, up-to-the-minute alerts, and always keeping you informed with professional guidance in long and short-term positions. Go to philsgang.com or call one of our professional staff to answer your questions. 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. Stop wondering about your financial future and start doing something about it.
With the philsgang.com membership, we bring investors right to the floor, into the pits with Phil's daily live webinar classroom. Get inside market guidance on investing strategies. Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. Don't have time to analyze and study stocks? At philsgang.com, we recognize that there are all types of investors, and we also recognize that your time is valuable. So we offer investing programs for all individuals. We offer investing programs for long-term and short-term positions. And philsgang.com provides quick and easy to understand investing videos that only take a few minutes to watch. With the philsgang.com investing programs, you will learn technical stock charting, how to execute your trades, and most importantly, you will gain the confidence to know when to get out of a stock and take profits. Sign up at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. Or give them a call, 877-600-GANG. What if you could have an in-depth understanding of the stock market just like the pros? Well, thanks to Phil Grandy and philsgang.com, you can. philsgang.com offers comprehensive, up-to-date market information designed to help you understand and anticipate market behavior. With philsgang.com, you'll build your investing confidence even through down cycles and periods of uncertainty. Go to philsgang.com. philsgang.com today. 877-600-GANG. 877-600-4264. Welcome back. Learn, invest, and make profits with Phil Grandy. Simply go to philsgang.com. Now, here's Phil.
I think these two Georgia Senate races on January 5th are, without exaggeration, the most important Senate races of our entire lifetime.
And he's right. He's right. Now, if the Democrats win, remember, you want to be in gold, mining stocks. You want to be in the juniors, GDXJ. You also want to be in bank stocks. The banks are going to go through the roof because they're going to raise interest rates so high. It's going to be incredible. And then they're going to print so much money, so more. You're talking more stimulus, more stimulus, more stimulus. They're going to just keep doing the same thing, monetizing debt. And remember what monetizing debt is. Think of it as a crime. Few countries do it. Because, again, all it is the Federal Reserve prints money out of thin air backed by nothing. And they walk into a corporation and say, okay, we'll buy your debt now. And they buy the debt, and they say, we'll put it on our balance sheet. So they took the debt off your balance sheet, put it on mine. Then I'm going to give you a credit card, go spend. You know how dangerous that is? You do the same thing with the government. Now, the problem is, once it's on the balance sheet, the Federal Reserve balance sheet, remember, in 2008, there was $750 billion on their balance sheet. There's $7 trillion on their balance sheet now. $7 trillion. That means the problem is they can't. That's why the market keeps going up, because of this monetization of debt. It's all fake. It's the biggest fake market, but it's great. It's fantastic. And as long as you have the color-coded technology that we have, you know exactly when to get in, but more important, when to get out of this thing. And so if the Democrats win, do you realize the amount of stimulus they're going to be printing is going to be crazy? The dollar is going to be worth nothing. Now, here's the problem. Is inflation is going to run rampant. It's going to run rampant. Because the more you print money, the less value, the less purchasing power you have. You have to have more units of paper when you go shopping. It's going to be incredible. And then when they go to start unwinding at some point, remember what's going to happen, because there's no interest rates. Where it's zero, you can't offset. When they sell the treasury, they start selling the treasuries off the balance sheet, interest rates go up. But what stopped them from going up is that we had ammo. The dot-coms, we had about 5.5%. Housing count, we had about 6%. That's where rates were, the short-term rates. So they could keep cutting those rates to make sure interest rates didn't go up to 12, 13, 14, 15, 17%. Like, remember back in the 70s, went up 18, 20%. Well, now our interest rates are at zero, we can't protect that. So that means rates are going to go nuts. So make sure you're in the mining stocks. Make sure you're in the bank stocks if the Democrats win. Now, if the Republicans win, they're still going to do the same thing. They're no different. They're just going to keep spending and spending and printing and spending. So the other places you want to be, okay, is in information technology, like Oracle, IBM, those kind of stocks. But you always got to be protecting yourself. All those stocks, like your FANG stocks, you can see it now. They're all starting to fall apart. They're rotating out of those stocks. And they go to the utilities, for example, right now. Utilities have been beaten up so bad. Nobody wants the utilities, just like nobody wanted gold. Nobody wanted the airlines. We bought the airlines when nobody wanted it. Nobody wanted the casino stocks. We bought those. They didn't want casino stocks. They didn't want the airlines. They didn't want the cruise lines. We bought all those. We bought the oil service stocks. Nobody wanted those. Now take a look at the utilities. Beautiful. They are so bad, the utility stocks, so bad. If you just would be patient with those, and as soon as they start turning green, you know to buy them. So join my gang for 10 days. Get the color-coded chart. It's free. And a 10-day membership is free. You'll see this thing really works. Look, the federal government is so stupid, so inefficient. They borrow $52,000 each second. The country has a negative net worth of $20 trillion. As a result, our national debt is $27 trillion. Now, that's without, remember, that we have another $100 trillion on top of that. The unfunded debt, that's, for Medicaid, Medicare. Everybody just talks about the national debt at $27 trillion. What about the $100 trillion? We owe that on Medicare, Medicaid. Our national debt, that means each person living, if the baby pops out today, he's going to owe $64,000. Every household owes $168,000. You say, well, I don't pay that. Yes, you do. You do pay the $168,000 every household. Gasoline goes up, food goes up, everything goes up, clothing goes up. Of course you do. The national debt, for heaven's sakes, is rising 36% faster than the economy is growing. Household debt is going up 60% faster than the economy is growing. Corporate debt's going up 40% faster than the economy. Come on, wake up. You don't want to learn how to short? Yes, the market's going to keep going up because they keep fudging it. They keep putting it up there artificially with this monetization of debt. I mean, this is insane. You got the stock market going down, going up 35%, but you got profits of corporations going down 33%. You got the national debt going up 36% faster than the economy's growing. You got household debt going up 60% faster than the economy's growing. You got corporate debt going up 40% faster than the economy's growing. Come on, wake up. Are you kidding me? This is crazy. The credit cards. People with credit cards, they're living off of credit cards. Look at the massive inflation we're going to have because of the money supply. Do you know the money printing? 4 years to print $3 trillion from November 2008 to October 2013. 4 years, they printed $3 trillion. Do you know during the COVID-19, 1 month, they printed $3 trillion. So they printed, think about it, from 4 years to print $3 trillion. And when COVID came, they printed $3 trillion in 1 month. And you're telling me, don't worry about it? How about this? They printed from November 16th to November 20, the Federal Reserve, another $500 billion in 5 days. They printed in 6 days, $210 billion. Do you understand what's going on here? And you don't want to know how to short a stock, and you don't want to be buying gold mining stocks? This is crazy. This is insane. So, look, I can't help you from the point of view of what's going on in your life and the politics and all this. I have nothing to do with that. But I certainly can change your life with the financials. If you're in 401ks, you got to be out of your mind right now. I'd be getting out of my 401k so fast. So fast. Are you kidding? That's the last place you want to be. How many times have you lost money in a 401k? You lost it with your .com, the 401k. You lost it with a housing con 401k. You lost your money with the 401k when the pandemic hit. Oh, yeah, now they went back up, but you're going to lose them again. But you're not allowed when the market starts going down again. You got a 401k. You can't short. You just sit there and hold on. And you got killed with the .com with your 401k. You got killed with the housing con with your 401k. You got killed with the pandemic with the 401k. Oh, yeah, it came back, but it's going to go right back down. The money printing is nuts. It's crazy. And as I say, the biggest problem is we're out of ammo. We're at zero. So when they start unloading, the Federal Reserve has all the corporate debt sitting on their balance. They got to sell that. They got to sell it. And interest rates are going to go up through the roof because they have no interest rates to backstop it because we're at zero. We're at zero. Remember, quantitative easing killed our economy. It killed our economy. It killed it. So there's a lot of money to be made still on the upside of this market. Because, again, especially if the Democrats win, and they most likely will win in Georgia, because they'll rig it just like they did the other election. So there's some fantastic money to be made. So, but make sure you know when to get out so you can switch your position. Join my gang, and please listen to me every day at my YouTube channel. And also every Friday I give you a new My Take. I'll see you on the charts.
You have been listening to Phil's Gang with your host, Phil Grandy, on the Off the Wall Street Radio Network. Off the Wall Street Radio Network. Remember to visit Phil's website at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. Or call the office, 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264.
It's